finally get to work.
You've been trying, but you're nothing like me. You can make it, but you're not fooling me. If you jump in the fire, watching you burn, I'll be waiting till you get what you deserve. You've been lying across the 7 seas, tried to hide it, but now it's sink or swim. If you jump in the fire, watching.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We're here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction. Only 6 minutes late, but they haven't had any matches yet, and I've still been watching.
Jeez, man.
How are you going to defend Regal? You can't defend him at this point.
It's like that Halo effect, you know? You can never do something wrong, and that's kind of what Danielson has. Like, my opinion, in his head right now.
It sucks that MJF's not going to be on the show.
Well, he's off in Hollywood right now.
But he said at the media scrum that he was going to go to his movie set. So
I like that though. Well, at least we know. Hey, he's doing something at least in wrestling. Kind of said he was doing.
He said that he's going to be on there next Wednesday. So,
yeah.
But I like that when you see MJF, it's going to be special.
It's very special. I don't know. It felt like a really good moment when he won it. I wasn't able to watch it because my internet was causing me issues. So I got to Jade's match, and then after that, I just couldn't watch it. It just kept pausing like every 5 seconds. And I'm like, I can't watch this. So I'm going to try to finish it tomorrow. But I'm glad that Jamie Hayter won. That was a surprise. I was really surprised on Hayter.
I wasn't really excited that she won because she's not really the champion.
It's not the real championship, and yeah, it still baffles me that Tony's still doing this. I don't understand why.
Like Toni Storm is like she never became champion, so she did all of that for nothing.
It isn't all for nothing. You know, I feel like when Thunder Rosa comes back, it'll be very heated with Thunder Rosa from the fans' perspective to where she'll get booed out of the building, even if it's here in Texas. Like, it's very...
Thunder Rosa doesn't have a time to return.
I don't know why he's doing this. And she's posting pictures and stuff on Instagram and Snapchat doing different things. And she doesn't look like I'm not turning me out. I'm not a doctor or anything, but she doesn't look like she's hurt.
That's why Toni Storm said that. That's why Toni Storm said that, and one of the post media scrums that she can come back when she says she's not injured.
It feels like she's taken the championship hostage, just like Tessa Blanchard did. And I love Thunder Rosa. She's one of my favorite wrestlers, but you're holding the company back. At this point, you got to step up as the wrestler and give up the championship. Don't tell me, hey, I can't do this. Like, this is holding the division back. Because everything else in the division right now is striking. You know, it's perfect.
Like I heard she wanted to vacate, but Punk, like he let him vacate.
The Lion King. Run away, Simba. Don't ever return.
Looks like Connor's internet crapped out on him. Oops. Well, this is going to be a fun night. Thanks for watching, y'all. For you guys in the comments, hope you guys are having a good night, and I hope you guys are ready for a great Thanksgiving weekend. Like I said, we're still waiting for Connor to come back. We've had some technical issues. Don't know why I'm late on the podcast. I've had issues on my end. He had issues tonight. That's why we're late coming on. But, hey, thanks for watching. We had a Twitter poll later. Cannot wait to discuss our Twitter. So, yeah, it'll be fun. Welcome back.
I don't know what's going on. Like my side's acting up, and then I'm not liking this opening.
I think you kind of had to have. I like the idea of Regal being in the ring, like just straight to Regal. I liked it, and then Danielson kind of messed it up.
This doesn't make sense, really. That's why MJF should be here. Wait, who's leaving?
That was Regal. He walked in.
Who's leaving? I don't get it. But like Tony Storm was like interim champion that whole time, and then now she's like the like interim doesn't count because if it
It's
did,
hurting the product, dude.
because Sammy would be a 4-time TNT champion if it did. But Tony did all that just to lose and never do anything. Like I'm not even, I love Jamie, and Jamie Hayter and Tony Storm probably put on the best women's match in AEW history. But because of Thunder Rosa, we don't have a women's champion anymore.
It's scaring me, man. Like this, everything, all the mistakes that we're making as a company, it's starting to scare me a little bit.
Well, it's up to.
Well, hopefully after this 2023, with this new year coming, hopefully a reset button will be pressed because it's time we get back to that love and that passion we had. Everything with Punk did not help, but all the interim stuff does not help. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun bumpy road. Hopefully it gets fixed because I'm seeing scary signs, issues that TNA had, issues that WCW, ECW had, and I don't want us to fail. And I've been worried about the last couple of weeks.
So that works.
And there goes Connor again. So not good at all. So well, hope you guys are having a good night. What do you guys think about Full Gear? Do you guys like Full Gear?
Oh, what's going on?
Oh boy, not good. All right, so first match of the night, Hager versus Orange Cassidy. Just shout out to Hager. That hat is so amazing. I'm glad Garcia didn't take the hat. It looks so much better. So much better on Hager. Full posse's with him. Except for Jericho, which I guess it doesn't surprise me. Jericho has to have all his lackeys out there for his match, but when he comes to, share the wealth, he's got to stay in the back. So this is gonna be a fun one. I'm truly excited for this card. Like it looked great. I was looking at the match graphic earlier, and to see Jericho versus Japanese Pitbull. Oh man, it is going to be nuts. I've seen Ishii. I think that's what his name is. I've seen him wrestle once before at Impact when they were here at Worlds Collide for WrestleCon, and he was awesome going against Eddie Edwards. So. Him and Jericho, it's not going to be like a 5-star match by any means, but it's going to hurt, and Jericho's going to take some stiff shots to the chest. So, yeah. Big card tonight for sure. I had a great time for the matches I did watch at Full Gear. Had some issues with it not working. Crazy with that the internet in general, but yeah, Full Gear was great. I actually was very surprised on Jade Cargill's match. I'm going to talk to Connor about that when he gets back on, but Jade surprised me. Her and Nyla put on a decent show, so I'm super excited to see the the fallout from it. Hopefully they start planning her her downfall. Fortunately, I think it's time we have a new champion for the belt, so hopefully soon. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed Full Gear, and in the comment section while we're waiting for Connor to come back, why don't you guys tell us what was your favorite match of the night? I did watch MJF and and Moxley. That was awesome. I love the ending to that, so I'm gonna have to say that one. That or the Elite versus Death Triangle. Like I'm glad they're doing a best of 7 series. I think it's really cool. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Elite versus Death Triangle. That was like perfect. Like great storytelling. It's not like I said, it's not a rematch. I saw like a lot of flock online about this earlier, where you had a lot of people saying that like Tony said he wasn't going to do a rematch and rematches for the championship. Like it's not really a rematch necessarily. I love the best of 7 series. I love when companies do that. I would give props to WWE. Like I don't like rematch after rematch. It gets bad, but if you actually put into context have every match be different, like almost like go back to Sheamus and Cesaro. That's my favorite best of series of all time. Every match was great. Same thing with Rey Mysterio and Andrade El Idolo. That one was a lot of fun to watch when they did that best of. It was best of 3 series, if I remember correctly. So to have a best of 7, will be it'll be great for the show, and I think fans need to realize it's not just a random rematch. It's going to be a great series. I'm not sure if the Elite's gonna win it, but looking at how many matches they're gonna have throughout it, I'm not sure if it's gonna be straight the Elite and Death Triangle over and over, or are we gonna get like matches like we had like with Kenny and Pat, because like that callback was great. I would love to see those guys go at it again. Go, look at the Bucks and Lucha Bros, Nick Jackson and Penta El Zero. There's a lot of potential with this best of 7 series, and actually I had to get to Tony. I think it's actually a great idea. So if you guys are listening in the comment section, why don't you guys put down below what do you guys think of the best of 7 series? Because I think it's a great idea. So if you guys are just joining us, Connor is having some issues right now, technical issues. So I'm kind of talking to fill time and space because I do not like dead air. So it's gonna be a good show tonight, guys. Thanks for all watching. So if you guys haven't heard, we got some big stuff coming up on the YouTube channel. Connor just put out a vlog today. So if you want to go see his experience with Rampage and Full Gear, go check it out. He's got video footage of him meeting the great Tony Storm. Yes, and you can also see, Wardlow and the Acclaimed in the background. Really cool shot. You'll also see the shots of the merch table. So if you guys are like me and love seeing different merch at shows, that's why I'm also rocking my AEW Texas hoodie. Was only able to get this in Texas, so I love when they do stuff like that. So it was awesome to see that in Connor's vlog. You actually literally saw his experience through his eyes. So check it out. Go to youtube.com/All Elite Zone podcast and go watch that vlog. Give it a thumbs up. It's gonna be great. Mr. Jacobs, welcome.
Hello, all. Hello.
Welcome, Connor, back. I'm glad that you're back because I was trying to fill time and got a little awkward there for a second. Glad I have friends to talk to again. I don't feel so alone.
Yeah, I don't know what all that was. Yeah.
Hey, it happens, man. It happens.
I thought Mr. Jacobs when he popped on, I thought he was wearing like a very festive like Thanksgiving sweater. Like it looks like it. It's a nice hoodie though. It's a very nice hoodie. Gotcha.
Hoodie.
It's the Moondocks, yes. Great show. I got in trouble for watching that as a kid. I need to go back and watch it as an adult now. All right. Well, so great show tonight, guys. What do you guys think of Moxley being your new AEW champion?
You mean former champion?
Or sorry, Moxley. Sorry, MJF. I'm sorry. I've been in
I think it's great.
I've been in spreadsheets all day today.
I think it's great personally. It's great storytelling, first of all.
He's already starting up
with him. Yeah, with him being him being the devil and everything, and tricking everybody into believing he was the good guy. I mean, I thought it was a pretty clever swing to everything, and with Regal making his turn, I thought it was brilliant.
That was
storytelling. I mean, you can see it a mile away,
but
it was great storytelling.
Yeah, like I heard rumors about that, and I figured there was gonna be something to involve that match, and so, man, that was, like it's such a good moment to have MJF because, he's one of the pillars of the company, and to have somebody, I guess somebody new and fresh. Like I feel like I haven't been this excited for a world champion since Hangman. I like CM Punk's to an extent. It was just felt like it was a little.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably the worst booked of all the champions. Not his fault, of course.
If he wouldn't have gotten,
Connor, you were there, dude. Tell us what you were thinking whenever it all happened.
Well, I just wanted to say before that, I think if CM Punk wouldn't have got injured his first run, it would have been a lot better. then he would have lost to
Yeah.
MJF at Grand Slam. But when you can't believe anything that MJF says really, because he cried in front of CM Punk, act like he was all sob and everything,
Mhm. Yeah.
turn against
Yeah.
Cody. You just can't believe him. I mean, you really can't believe anyone in AEW really, because everyone's a backstabber. And
Yeah.
but
There's
when
just so many egos at this point.
but when the Rev hit 3, and when MJF won that, I've never felt a pop like that in my
That
entire
was
life.
crazy. Like I watched video of that, and like, oh my gosh!
Yeah, I
Like
was-
for you to be there, I am jealous of you, man.
Like I was thinking like last year's Full Gear was gonna be in
really,
St.
I
Louis
was too.
because like I was thinking MJF was gonna beat Hangman, and it wasn't in St. Louis. And I was glad that he didn't win it there. Like I wanted to be there when he won the title. Like that was my
Yeah.
goal, to be there when he won it. And then I actually saw his mom, his dad, his girlfriend, his
Oh,
brothers,
nice.
his brothers and sisters all there. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well,
cool.
because
yeah.
because she had a sign saying that this is our son. But I saw his sisters and his
cute.
girlfriend and his brothers. Like his entire
Did you-
family
yeah.
was there.
Well, his parents posted a picture of him after he walked back through the curtain, and he was very emotional. Him and his dad were like,
See, you
it
can't
was
even
very
believe his
emotional
parents.
to see.
You can't believe
Well,
his
the thing
parents.
is,
Like
they've
they
kept
go
up
and-
that charade for so long about
Like they go and put
hating his
Yeah.
son.
like you can't believe them either. You cannot believe the Friedman family.
Right.
Yeah.
I
He's still
got.
wearing the-
I gotta say, one of the matches that blew me away was Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. That was a great match.
Yeah, that was a really, really good match. And it was their first steel cage matches in their careers, I think.
Hmm.
And they got to do it on a big stage, their first steel cage. But my favorite match of the entire night was Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter. Probably the best
That was a
women's
great
match.
match.
Probably the best
Yeah.
women's match in AEW history. Like they really. Oh my God!
A roll-up win for Orange Cassidy. That was
Whoa!
unexpected.
Whoa! I did not
Did
see
you-
that coming.
Did you see
roll-up
what just
win.
happened? Did you see what just happened in the crowd? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
It-
I
didn't
didn't
see it.
notice it.
It's mine. It's still loading.
didn't see
My,
If someone says it
It
in the
takes too long.
comments,
I was-
I can say it. I'm not saying it.
I was paying
Whoever
attention
did-
to what's going on in the ring. I didn't catch it.
Whoever did that should be escorted out. Like that's
What happened?
Was they
Someone,
flash or something?
What?
I still didn't
This-
catch it.
I'm not going to talk about it unless someone talks about it in the comments. I'm not.
Somebody's
Put it
in our
watching. Say
private
something.
chat.
'Cause I didn't catch it. Yeah, put it in
Yeah,
the
I
private
totally
chat. 'cause
missed
I
it.
did
I was
not
paying
catch it.
attention to the match, and I saw the roll-up. I didn't see anything else. The
Right.
roll-up.
But tonight there is no women's match announced. So maybe, just maybe, Tony announces Jamie Hayter as the official women's
Yeah.
champion. What are,
Hey,
you,
look,
That'd be
it's Jobber
Marcel.
Squad.
Yeah, I wouldn't see anything wrong with that.
what are you guys doing out here? They just had the
I
red.
love- Yeah.
I think Daniel's fixing to do something.
Evil
I think-
Hausen.
He's fixing to do something.
Very evil. Very nice. Very evil.
Yep. Better.
What did you think of that evil Danhausen thing? Like, I thought it was it was funny. It wasn't like what I was expecting it, but it was funny.
It was a more. Yeah.
Comes.
It was a
Here's
more
more serious
serious
Danhausen.
side
Yeah.
of-
Yeah, his paint was
apparently
different and
he's supposed
everything on his
to-
face.
It was really cool. He had like the thing is he can wrestle. Like he's actually a
And
really
the-
talented wrestler.
Like he has like these teeth thing. He shows it like it was on Nick Camarada. He put it
That
down.
was gross.
I'm pretty
That's
sure it's not.
Danhausen.
He's gonna curse you.
It's Evil Hausen. Oh no, it's Julia.
Oh,
It's Julia
yeah.
Hart. She's like cosplaying Undertaker.
that was a cool entrance though.
Are you supposed to
That's
interview?
who it was on-
That is pretty Undertaker though.
That's who it was on Dark.
Oh,
video.
it's the House of Black.
Oh,
No
okay,
better-
I get it. That was
No
pretty
better
cool.
way. No better way to return than just to squash all these guys.
Just destroy best friends, destroy the jobber squad of the factory.
Hey, why are you guys clapping? They're probably fixing to beat.
I'd be jumping out of the ring if I were y'all.
They're probably fixing to beat y'all. You guys up too. I won't be
Dude,
clapping.
does Murphy look more swole than normal?
Yeah, dude. He's been working out more. I can tell. Dude, he's gotten a little bigger.
I knew
Shout
it.
out Buddy Murphy, friend of the podcast.
Yeah, shout out.
He's been
Great
like,
shape.
I bet he's been benching, and I bet he's been squatting. He's been doing them curls. I bet he takes like 3 protein shake scoops.
Yeah.
Has a good diet.
What are you?
Right.
Who's that? Whoa! That was a
Oh,
goal.
man.
They're just laying out people at this point.
They're just
No,
taking
that
out
was it.
staff now.
No, that was a Goldberg, like an old-fashioned Goldberg spear, like a tackle.
That was amazing.
I don't know who
Yeah.
That was
who did
great.
that.
Look at Malachi, man. It's so good to see him back. I'm so glad that he's mentally okay.
You know, all the trollers saying that, oh, he's going back to WWE. Oh yeah, him and
That's what a
him
lot of
and-
people were saying.
They're not
Where's the
done.
security guard? Come on.
You think the
My
security
God,
guards
he's
would,
got a
Paid more at
family.
AEW.
you think the security guards would go on strike?
My God, they
Oh.
need to unionize. They cannot stop. Stop taking the security guards. My God,
Oh shit!
Now, this is how you
that
make a
was
comeback.
brutal.
Destroy
that
everybody. Oh, he got a mic too.
Tony's asking who are they targeting. I think they're targeting everyone. Whoever's in their way.
Oh, I love this. This is great. Great intro back. Julia Hart looks amazing. Like her, like
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That was
man.
like she was like channeling her Undertaker there for a second.
Like her joining the House of Black is the biggest thing for her career. Like being
Yeah,
under
she was kind of
Malachi,
stale with the blondes, unfortunately.
she's very
She channeled the dead
like-
man right there.
like her character and like
Poor
even her
Connor.
like Malachi's a very good. He's probably a very good coach, as it would seem from like Julia Hart. He's really improved. Which
That whole faction, really, like they're all
I wanna
very
see-
talented.
I want to say this probably will never happen, but House of Black as trios champions, Malachi's world champion, Brody as
They're gonna-
TNT, Buddy Matthews as All Atlantic, House of Black as tag, and Julia Hart as
Yeah.
women's. I know it's never
I
going to
think,
happen.
that'd be
I think they're
cool.
going to build up to at least a trio title, though. I think they're going to build up to that.
I think Buddy
Yes.
Matthews would be a good like All Atlantic champion.
Because he could go across the seas. I'm glad he got his visa fixed. Because now he could be the one that could go across the seas, go to the smaller
I like-
promotions,
Like I like
defend
when
in the
Pac-
Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, like I like when Pac did that. He
Yeah.
like all three of those matches were very very good. He did.
Mm-hmm.
We got yeah, Foggy was really good.
Oh yeah,
I want to do
great.
if you want to see this if you want to see this podcast live on, I best not. House of Black. The house always wins.
House always wins.
Yeah. I'm
So
glad.
good to
that-
do.
I like Julie Hart's
Hey,
theme
don't worry.
song.
We'll get Connor heated up enough. He'll start sound like CM Punk like we did last week.
Oh, just comment something that I don't agree with, and then it'll happen. But
Set him off.
yeah, Tony Storm and seeing it live, their match was one of the best. I do hope that if they're not going to crown Jamie as the champion, I'm kind of glad Tony Storm doesn't have the interim. It just gets that away from her, so she can actually win the real deal thing. Because when I met her, I told her that I wish her and Jamie Hayter was fighting for the actual belt, and she said she basically said when Thunder Rosa says she's not injured, she can come back.
Oh,
It's just
Which I don't know any intel on that. I'm just saying what she said. I'm not picking a side.
I like the way she put it.
But she said that before in a media scrum, kind of like that. But
Yeah.
she was very nice, Tony Storm. She
well, how many people are frustrated with that though? Like, it's not just I get.
well, Sean Spears posted. I agree. He said like a lot of people were mad about that because she should be real champion, Jamie Hayter. And
She should.
Sean Spears said,
Yeah.
I don't know what like word for word what he said, but he said you're either champion or not champion. Can't have. I
Right.
mean, you're champion, you're not champion. There ain't no in between.
To that point, it's just a prop.
Yeah,
Sadly. Dude, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus tore that house down.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you guys
they
haven't,
did,
go check
man.
out the vlog I put out today, and like the spot where Jungle Boy is on the cage and drops down.
Oh, that was so cool watching
That
it
is
from
my
your
boy.
perspective. Like that was awesome.
And then like I told the guy like once I took out the table, I told the guy next to me that they was gonna do that. He didn't believe me that Jungle Boy was gonna dive off of it, and he ended up doing
You
it.
kind of knew it was coming. Like
I knew Jungle
you
Boy was
gotta
gonna
be kind
dive
of
off.
Yeah.
really.
I knew he was gonna dive off. I kind of hope.
But dude, he almost missed the table. Though.
Storytelling
He
on that
almost.
match.
I glad the kid's okay.
Ethan Page and Ricky Starks. Man, that should be a good match.
Oh, this is supposed to be closing it. Like I'd
Yeah.
rather have Jericho and
Tight as tits.
I'd rather have
bet-
Jericho and the Pitbull dude. I can't remember his name. Is it Ishii? But I'd rather have them be the median like match. Like this
I
should
bet
be
the-
closing it.
I bet the Elite versus Death Triangle is the main event,
Maybe.
which their match was very, very
Probably.
good at.
Tight as tits, man.
Oh, this is gonna be a good promo. Ah, dang you, freaking Hulu. So do you think Ricky's gonna win this one? Or do you think Ethan Page is gonna win it?
Tight as tits.
I'm going for Ricky. I think it's his time. He needs
At least
to
you
do
have a
good
good
win,
baby
another
face to
good
go up
win.
against MGF though.
The only thing with Starks is he's kind of injury prone a little bit because
That's true.
they could have already had the finals at Full Gear, but he was injured and they hold it off. But he's been injured quite often.
No, he's wrapped up tonight.
But he is deserving of a big push. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
wasn't-
he's
he wasn't-
selling it too.
I hope he's selling it
Oh yeah, he's sticking to the script.
because I don't
Heavily taped.
like that's when a good like when you think someone's not injured but they are injured or they're like that's very good selling.
Yeah.
And it kind of worries people like, oh god, another injury. Like we don't
Well,
need you
especially
out.
because people worry so much about AEW's like health now because of some of the issues they've had with backstage with
Yeah.
Cole.
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha. Dang, that's gross.
that kind of happened. I don't know if you heard, but there was a few fan fights at Full Gear. I witnessed all of them.
Damn.
Are they trying to get our company shut down?
Well, this one goes very, very stupid. Like during the main event, he took off a shirt and his pants, and I don't know.
Had a little too
He
much.
must have been drunk.
Probably, and then he started getting on. He just started doing a bunch of stuff, and then the security guard told him to put his clothes back on, and he wouldn't do it. So, they had like 20 security guards right there blocking everyone's view because he wouldn't put his clothes back on.
Shame.
Damn. See, there's always one, man. There's
fans
always
need to
one
be
in the
more
crowd that does that kind of stuff.
It
Well,
ruins the show.
eventually, after 2 minutes, he finally put his clothes back on. I mean, it was freaking cold there. Why?
Does alcohol makes you feel warm inside, Connor?
That's
Makes
what I'm
you
saying.
feel
He must have been
good.
plastered, man. He must have
I
been
mean, if you-
plastered.
If he was going to do it in any match, do it in the TBS match. He was going to do it. Oh, and like during that match, everyone left and went to the concessions and everything.
For Jades.
It's
did.
time to go get the eats and use the
Actually,
bathroom.
wasn't
I
that
did.
bad of a match. To
Well,
be honest with you, I was actually surprised in that quality. I thought it was actually solid.
It wasn't bad.
I'm glad I did go during that match because the lines were hectic. Because if I would have waited to a bigger match, they had the outrageous lines there.
So also shout out to
one of-
Ethan Page. Like, do you see he's paying homage to Razor Ramon tonight with his gear.
Tight
I
as
just
tits.
now noticed that. Yeah,
I see
I just noticed that.
on the bottom they posted a women's match for tonight, but
I
it's
couldn't
a
see what it was. Did you guys catch it?
well they showed it for a few
This whole thing
seconds,
with
and it was a
yeah,
6 woman. It was a 6 man tag, I believe. I know it. I don't even know who it had because they just showed it for a few seconds and flipped it off.
Oh,
oh, he keeps attacking those ribs.
What have I been
Smart.
tonight? Like we're only 30 minutes in, and
Yeah.
we're heck, it's like a little technical difficulties, but that's part of any podcast or anything
Yeah,
nowadays.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Sadly.
it happens. Yeah, I go through it all the time myself. So
I think I know. In the beginning of this podcast, I know best.
Hey, like I said, things are gonna happen. You know,
I really want to, I really want to do another best of Bret Hart, and hope that it worked. Like that was the worst. Like
Once we do it, let's do it.
like that was such a good thing we had, and then that was a complete disaster.
I'll even move my flag out here. I'll put my giant
Yeah.
Hitman Heart flag behind me as we do it.
It was Spear.
Yeah, if you guys haven't got a chance yet, I'm going to keep plugging it throughout the show. So if you guys are just joining us, check out Connor's All Elite Zone vlog he posted from Full
Yeah.
Gear. We've
that
got a
was
couple
fire,
cameos
man.
in
That was
it
pretty good.
from us in there as well. And Connor just kills it. Like, it's great perspective on what it's like to be a fan at a pay-per-view moment. So, Connor, great job again, man. I loved it. I hope you guys as well love it after the stream.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, go click down below, click our little icon, and click it, and you'll watch it.
Oh, and I do,
You gotta do more of those vlogs too, man. That was pretty good.
Yeah, there
I got
was
one coming for winter is coming.
Yeah, like I mentioned it in the vlog. I didn't know which one you were going to because I knew it was one in December.
Yeah, winter is coming.
it's not a pay per view though.
Nice.
But we could still do like the same thing, like some of us on there, like do like the same kind of thing.
We could do because I'm gonna kind of steal this from Matt Cardona and Brian Myers' podcast, but there's a really cool toy store down by me that has wrestling, not just toys, but like accessories and different things like that. So we could throw that in there. There was one time we went, they had somebody had sold their whole chair collection from pay-per-views. So they had Hell in a Cell, they had the WrestleMania from Dallas, they had I believe they had SummerSlam. So
Nice.
and one of them had the Undertaker on it, and it was signed from the Undertaker too. It's going for a pretty penny though.
I'm sure.
$700 for a chair.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah, a lot of cool content coming to our channel. I love it.
I love that at the merch stand. I should have got a better thing of it, but all the
pretty good.
But all the MJF merchandise was overpriced. Other than all the other wrestlers, he always does it. Like
That
if you like Adam,
sense.
if you feel like Adam Ingrid, he charges the outrageous, than anyone other else. Like all
Well,
the
he
t-shirts,
knows that he knows that he'll accept it.
Exactly.
Out of all the shirts there, they were max $30. His was $200. His shirt.
$200.
My favorite thing is how much he charges for those scarves, right? So if you go his pro wrestling tee store, or his AEW store, right? his scarf is super expensive. It's like $150 to $200 for his scarf, right? And it has the little MJF tag inside of it. That's it, right? You can go to Amazon and get the exact scarf he wears on TV. You can get a pack of them for $30.
Right. Yeah.
Did I just
Oh
spoil
my
something?
God.
Sorry, MJF. I didn't mean to cut your business in half. But yeah,
You're not putting a dent in his wallet, trust me.
What was really cool though,
He does it on purpose. He does that. He'll all the shirts were $40 max. His was $200, but you can get it unsigned, but you could get it signed for $300, but get it unsigned for $200.
Oh, but he also had a figure. I was on my figure collecting page today, right, dude? Okay, signed MJF the shop exclusive AEW figure, signed by MJF was going for $150.
I want that
And I'm
figure.
like,
Like,
that's
I've seen that
Monday
figure there.
and Tuesday. Rumor has it Monday or Tuesday it's going to drop on Shop AEW. So
Like,
keep your eyes out.
I've seen that. I've seen that
Man.
figure there, but I know on Shop AEW they have it like it's not $100 something. But I don't like to get stuff pre-signed. I like to get it signed in person. That's the excitement of getting something is eventually getting it signed.
There's been a couple of things like I bought that were pre-signed, but like
Yeah.
my figures. But I think like the ones I have that like one of my favorite figures signed by Booker T. And to meet him in person,
Oh, that's cool.
super chill. Like I was like little like him and Christian. Like I was like you guys like made my childhood.
Fanboy.
I was a huge fanboy that day for sure. But
Mhm.
like Connor said, it means more when you get signed there in person. You know that I
Yeah,
wish I
got some
did get my
stuff.
Brit signed in person, but I got a picture from her, so that's okay.
Oh, Suicida. Oh,
Jeez, Starks.
No, Ricky.
Stokely
No,
has
no, Ricky. No.
This is great storytelling. Like I'm invested in
Oh
this
my
match.
God.
In this story.
He hit
Like,
nothing
what if-
before.
what if this match is a time limit draw and and at winners comes a triple
Ooh.
threat?
A triple threat match, a winner's coming. I'd be down for that.
I
I'd be
could see
really
that.
down for that because I'm sitting right at the entrance ramp.
Yeah,
Shout out to my fiance. She bought me tickets to go to it and bought it really close for Christmas. So yeah, I gotta
That's
figure
your
out.
Christmas gift from me to you.
I gotta figure out how to get her back because she spoils me too much
I
sometimes.
want
I
a
swear.
press stand. That's what I want.
When I was at a Rampage, I sat like near the ramp, but I had better seats for Rampage in Full Gear, but they were both still on the floor. But if it just wasn't for a few asshole fans at Full Gear,
It's just right now. It's just
MJF's cameo is $200.
it's just they're taking over right now. Like these rude fans
Yeah.
are terrible right now.
I've been wanting to buy one of those just for Chris in the plate on here.
Yes.
I'll be priceless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Starks has a great
Starks
spear.
the Spear was great. Thanks for commenting, Max.
Yeah.
David.
I don't know.
Yeah, same here. We don't know who to go for. Of course, Ethan is going for Ethan Page.
Titus tits.
Kind of funny. Ooh, that's
Probably
interesting.
Probably Titus O'Neil.
Really, Titus O'Neil?
Really? What?
Everyone-
What?
On TV, he's just guy for like the community and stuff like that. That is not the person. Well, at least for me. Like
Dang.
me and my uncle went to WrestleMania Access during the WrestleMania weekend in Orlando. It was WrestleMania. It was one where it was Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg.
Yeah.
My uncle is handicapped, and we got to go in the this handicap line, which we were the first one in line when he came down. He was like, do I really have to go down here? Like kind of like he didn't want to sign stuff for handicapped people, and then like at that point I didn't even want to meet him, but he just took my program and snatched it, signed it real fast. He just put a fake smile, and that was that. So
Maybe he was just having a bad day then. But yeah,
Well,
what
do
about?
you guys know who like Izzy is?
No.
She's the Bailey fan that was on NXT.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. The one that cried. Yeah.
She was I met her during that time, and her mom said that Titus O'Neil was the same way, but even ruder to them.
That's sad because he's supposed to be this great guy. Oh my gosh, Ricky!
But I don't know. Besides Titus O'Neil, I don't. I saw hard
I'm
thinking.
glad I met him, Ricky Starks.
The one that I think for me, I think it was it's probably Good Brothers. Like they're cool. They were very chill, but they just acted like they didn't want to be there when I met them at Impact. They were really cool to me and my fiance. We did the 2 Sweet with them, and they were. I don't know. Maybe they were just tired or what, but they just didn't. I don't know. I just feel like they were. I don't feel like they were happy. Like they think they had to fake that smile. They weren't necessarily rude, but they just act like they didn't want to be there. I'd say
Yeah,
either those
yeah.
guys or Colt Cabana.
No, he
Yes,
was nice.
Colt Cabana.
Like,
was
Colt
the same
Cabana.
way. Yes, I'm
I've
like,
always heard he was the nicest person.
It's hit or miss. I don't know. It was like at first he was kind of irritated when we met him. Like we got a picture with him. At least I thought so. But then after a little bit, we talked to him and kind of maybe he was just upset because maybe he just had issues with AEW at that point because it was during that time frame when it wasn't on TV, and when you're coming up in full AEW gear, it probably didn't help matters.
Yeah.
But after a little bit of talking with him, like he kind of seemed to be okay with things. But yeah, he kind of was a little. I don't know. Maybe it was just a bad time of day because
someone's
I've
fixing
heard-
to
Yeah.
kick
heard
out,
other
kick
than
out,
that, I feel like
kick
he's.
out, kick out.
I've heard that
Damn.
he's a lot nicer.
Yes.
So
Damn.
Start.
Oh.
Daddy.
and we got a winner. Starks goes on
Yes.
to face MJF. What
It
about
is
you, Mr.
his
Jacobs?
time.
Damn it.
I mean, actually, I've never really had a rude experience with any wrestlers. I mean, not yet, at least. And I've met a handful of them. Never really had a bad experience with any
Yeah.
of them.
That's good.
Well,
Not yet, at least. Like I said.
Ricky
can
Starks
we-
We're
would
gonna
be-
see that live.
Ricky Starks would be a good first challenger for MJF. He's not gonna beat MJF, but he's
But
still
very
it's
believable.
fine.
And the thing is, one thing with Ricky, like with him losing, it's the same thing how Moxley, how Dari was. Like they can lose, but they still go over to eventually they will be world
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah.
I'm still can't believe Joe won, but we can go into Connor. We can get our heated debate going now, Connor, if you'd like.
I mean, it's certainly unpredictable. You know.
Just kidding.
I
No,
wasn't-
we've talked
wasn't-
about this quite a bit.
I wasn't expecting Samoa Joe to win. Like he was, I thought Wardlow was going to retain or possibly Hobbs would win, but
Mhm.
Yeah, but
hardly
Yeah,
no
there's
one like
the
that
whole
was very
season.
no one saw that coming. And that's what I liked about that
No.
because no one seen that coming. And like Samoa Joe,
I agree. Yeah.
Coming.
Like the way he stole the match, like he stole the win from Wardlow basically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
It's a good story,
can't
though.
believe- But
Yeah.
it's a three.
Oh
well-
snap!
Come on.
Tay and Anna. Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool women's tag
Hey,
match.
see, I'm wearing her shirt too.
Death
All right,
Triangle
I'm
and the
in.
Elite Next.
That should have
Oh.
closed the show.
What?
I like the new graphics. Like they showed like a emotion
Yes.
like highlight video. of
Yeah.
them.
It feels more. That's one
Raw
thing that I think.
Raw 2006.
Yeah, I love that about. That's one thing I missed from my
Yeah.
childhood was stuff like that where they Stone. They like rah, rah, and then
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
That was
always
cool
love
stuff.
that.
And like it's hard to
I
believe
love
that.
that touch though.
It's hard to believe that if like it wasn't for that one fan on Twitter who made the Double or Nothing like motion graphics
That's
himself,
Thunder.
Tony would have never done it because the
Yeah.
fan like made
Yeah.
his own like a motion graphic thing. Then
Mhm.
Tony he said that he wished AEW would do it. Then like Tony's like hold my beer. Then he
Hold my beer.
then he like he makes him
Of my beer.
and then like he made him for Double or Nothing all out.
Hold my Coke. A cola.
I just wish they'd make it a full-time thing like every week.
Yeah.
It's been. I have to admit that like the last few weeks, it feels like they have stepped it up and has gotten better. But I think it's the fans that are causing the issues
Mhm.
now.
I personally
They got their
would have-
HR department in a row.
I
Yeah.
personally would have left the bet on Wardlow, but I'm glad that it wasn't predictable. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's
cannot-
why they.
Yeah.
you cannot say that the majority of the people thought Samoa Joe was going to win. You
No,
cannot say
I thought it was
you-
Wardlow.
No, I did not see it coming.
like a lot of people on Twitter were saying Hobbs. A lot of people was going Wardlow. No one said Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe's like that match kind of reminded me of or people watching may or may not know, but AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels.
Yes.
That match,
Yeah.
Very good comparison.
not totally, but because different eras, like there were cruiserweights, but that match very reminded me of that. like all three of them had something different to bring. Wardlow's he could do high fly moves. Powerhouse is he's a good powerhouse in the ring, and the Samoa Joe, he's a very good big man. Like you do not want to be there when he's doing a senton on top of you
Right.
for his kicks, because his kicks are some of the worst.
Yeah, the whole match was.
He knocked out AJ Styles' teeth one time doing that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
he knocked
that
out
was
his-
nasty. Well, like I said, but see, Wardlow can actually kick anybody's ass, and he's actually a really talented fighter.
Mm-hmm.
That's so I was surprised. It's still a surprise that he won. I just wonder what the direction's gonna be because I feel like Wardlow didn't have really an opportunity to show who he was. But then there's the whole speculation that we've been talking about all week on.
So is Bow Wow really gonna be on here, or they
What's
just
up
gonna?
with this? I don't get this
I'm
garbage.
wondering what's up with
Jay,
that.
you're nothing.
That's what
I'm
I'm
sorry, but
asking.
Jay, you're nothing at this point.
I mean, I only know Bow Wow from Like Mike.
He overrated.
Basketball movie.
What door is going on here?
Calvin Cambridge.
I mean,
Why does
they
that have to be
have
him?
something in common though. They're both overrated. You know.
That's what you did there. You're right. Same thing goes with the baddies.
Hello, are you getting in trouble?
Hey, Red Velvet's back.
Oh, yes, she is. You gotta admit, they do look pretty
So
good.
they call Leela Gray the interim baddie. So since she's back,
The interim
He
baddies.
wants to be in
Interim,
the podcast.
interim baddie.
so why is Leela Gray still there? I thought Mark Sterling wasn't involved with her anymore. Everything surrounding this TBS title's a disaster.
When a heel needs a lawyer, who do you call? You call Mark Sterling.
He didn't get nothing accomplished, but like the last time.
He is being a statement, though.
I'm surprised Moxley isn't taking his vacation. No.
He probably will be here in a second.
So, all right, Excalibur, do not attack so fast.
Women's match! Tag match! Women's match!
Why is it going in?
I got
Yeah,
Jamie Hayter. I think Jamie and Britt Baker's gonna win that match. That's 6 women. Like I don't think that they've ever.
Subtitles when he.
I don't think that they've ever had a. I don't think that they've ever had a 6-woman triple threat tag match before in AEW.
Yeah.
Think
No, I don't think
the
so.
best.
So, but that. All right, Chicago, you better not let us down. Swear.
That's the new theme song?
Yeah, they're still coming up to carry on Wayward Son.
They're getting booed.
That's
They're
nice.
yeah, of course, you're gonna get
Little
booed in
booed.
Chicago.
Thank you, Chicago.
Oh yeah, that makes sense though.
Well, they
It's a
were.
great song though.
I have missed them so much.
Yeah, I love you gotta figure they're gonna get booed in Chicago.
That makes total sense though.
Yeah, because Chicago, they're complete fanboys to CM Punk. But even like I said, even if everything did happen with backstage, like he still wouldn't be able to come back right now. Like he's still out hurt. So I have a feeling I have a feeling he's gonna come back to AEW. I don't think he's done. Because if they're still selling his merch, like his shirts, his ornaments, pins, hats, there's no way he's done with AEW. They're pulling the MJF route on this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. He's gonna work his
They're
way
really
back
turn
up.
up the music even louder so they so they can't.
Yeah, oh well.
Drown out the booze.
You can still hear him.
Yeah, you totally can.
But if Tony's paying a lot of money for Kansas, he better be able to hear the damn song.
Yeah, he's gonna blast that mug.
Yeah. Dang,
It
those
is a
like I
damn
said,
good song though.
It's a great. I never thought they'd use it as entrance song.
They got booed. Thank you, Chicago. Thank you.
No, we're not
Thank you
going
very
there.
much.
Honestly, I think they were both in the wrong on that one. And But then
Yeah.
we had a heated discussion last week, so we won't go there. But
Definitely.
no, I actually lost a lot of respect for CM Punk personally. With it, I think he should come back.
What
Don't
did
get me
Pac
wrong,
wear?
but
When
Pac's wearing a mask,
when did you start wearing it? I think it's a mask.
or is it a mask or is his
That-
hair? That's his hair.
Well, I think that's a mask.
That was cool Trio's entrance though.
Oh,
is
it's
that
like
like one
a,
of those-
it's a face protector.
Yeah, like for
Did he get his nose broken?
maybe.
Is he playing Cody Rhodes?
No, do you see that? I'm so.
Yeah, it kind of looks like when a basketball player is like wear the thing over their nose sometimes or the face.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega must have he triggered him pretty bad.
See, I told you.
But CM Punk's got to be back in AEW.
There's
They-
like I said, there's no way.
But he was right that he does work with the children after the stuff.
I
They
just
try
think
to-
he's in the wrong too. Like I think he was in the wrong too. And I think he deserves to be suspended.
Yeah.
Are you ready? David, you ready?
Kill him, Nick.
I think he was a child just as much as the Elite were.
Because
Yeah.
you go on your little YouTube channel, and
I say he doesn't.
then you want to say that it's not Punk versus the Elite, but then you go on your little YouTube channel, and
They're working us, aren't they, Connor? Like they're
Probably.
like when Punk comes back, because like you were saying, right? So they could easily do Team Punk versus Team AEW.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I think that's what I think they got. I think they'll pull a Jeff Jarrett and Kurt Angle, and I think they will. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that'll be the next Blood and Guts. To be honest with you, I think it's going to be. I think that's what they're going to lead up to because, like I said, I guess I agree. Both were children in that sense. I think CM Punk was probably the worst on it because, dude, like there's better ways to be. You could be an adult about this and not not bite Kenny Omega.
I mean, yeah, he kind of threw gas on the fire,
Yeah. I don't know. They were both children in my sense, and
sorry, I just got like a like email I was reading.
but looking at I just think they both escalated it quickly, and then it's like work. It's like a normal work environment where especially because you have someone that you love working with, and then they get pushed aside or you think they get pushed aside because of heat between two coworkers, like with Colt and Punk. That didn't help things. The whole Hangman saying he doesn't want to take advice or need advice from Punk or any others. We discussed this last week. Great, interesting heated debate. If you guys want to go back and watch it, it's on our YouTube channel. But it was one of those things like at least when it comes to like certain people, I'm okay with them not wanting to take advice from. But then also on how Hangman said it to Punk, and it's like you guys are all in the wrong.
Which I said this a while back. Like it wasn't on who the wrestler was, but Jim Ross. Jim Ross said that he tried giving a wrestler advice, and they basically said, "I got my contract. I don't really need to take any advice from anyone. I've got my contract. I could suck and I could stop my contract basically." And
but at the end of the day, that's
like
their
Jim Ross.
business. Who cares at that point?
If Jim Ross really wanted to, he could have probably blasted him pretty bad.
Well, that's the thing is like he kept it professional. He's like, okay, whatever, I don't care. And I think that's what they all need to do is like, if someone's not going to listen to you, then don't worry about it. We're not in the 1990s and 80s and the early 2000s when you had to carry other wrestlers' bags, listen to every word they had to say. Like,
it's just Hangman needs to keep his like. Why does he got to bring it up? Like he's one that escalated it further.
No, that's why I said like they were both children in that aspect. Like everything that each one of like everybody involved just escalated the situation to where
we finally got the TNA
somebody got fired, someone got bit, dog got in trouble.
We finally got the TNA crowd back. You see the front row like they're jumping up and down. TNA's return for one night. I miss that so
good crowd.
I miss that so much when that one show Like the entire front row just basically jumped up and down.
Yes. That's something I love about Chicago. I think Chicago and Texas have the best crowds.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. Like they're always sold out. Like even with all the issues and backstage drama, I thought this was gonna be a shit show tonight. I thought they were gonna hijack the whole show like they did WWE. They kind of did with all the booze though. Like I said,
I don't really know. Like it was kind of mixture a little bit because at first when that came out it was full of booze, but I don't know.
it's just because it's like I said, it's the whole like we all have to be one. Let's boo because we love CM Punk and hate the Elite. Well, that's fine. Like you knew that was gonna happen.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. CM Punk doesn't have the best attitude either. Like that's what I said. Like, I think every man involved except for really Brian Cutler and Nakazawa and even Canales.
Yeah.
I just
Like
feel like
I think that they're like
I
I,
just-
I think everybody involved got what they had the right punishment. And I think CM
just-
Punk would be back by now if it wasn't for his injury.
yeah, he'd be already back. He's
Right. I mean, look at it like that. I mean, whether people like him or not, he's still a draw. People are still going to pay to see him.
he's the biggest draw
So-
AEW will ever see.
For now. Until
Because
MJF.
his first pay per view that he was at, they got the most pay per view buys they ever drew, and they haven't reached that since. Which was CM Punk and Darby. The Elite never drew down multiple million dollar rating, million in the ratings multiple weeks in a row. They only did it the first 3 weeks. Dynamite started. CM Punk crashed pro wrestling tees for a few days.
Yeah.
But
that
that's not to
happened.
say that the Elite's not to say that the Elite's not draws. CM Punk's the biggest draw they've ever had. But if Tony Khan's smart and on Twitter, like MJF's kind of already made a big impact on tonight's Dynamite because MJF and Conor McGregor have been going at it on Twitter a little bit, like the last I've seen. So if they get Conor McGregor and MJF on AEW, that mainstream AEW, like imagine a Conor McGregor and MJF just on the mic at the same time.
Oh, that's money. That's all money.
They would bypass WWE in a lot of ratings if they did that.
Anything with Conor McGregor, yeah.
Like that would be so. But like he's already, and then like MJF commented like on the last thing I seen that he said I watch AEW, TBS, basically putting over AEW the best he could. Which I feel like MJF's gonna be the best world champion they've ever had.
And I think he'll be the longest too.
I think he'll have it.
I think so too.
I think he's gonna have it all next year, just so 100% sure he will resign.
I think, and to be honest, I think he will. I think he's going to resign. Like I think really, there's I'm gonna plug our future project here, but so I have we're working on a couple of shows in the works, right? We have our Talking Elite show that we're going to probably debut here in the next few weeks or so, maybe sooner. But my first topic I want to be like, who should dethrone MJF? Who can AEW build to that level? Like, who can they give him that? And also MJF treatment, because think about it, look how many times MJF failed. And, like, he even said in his promo, like, who could you build up to be, that next guy?
Ooh, that's good.
Darby's one that comes to mind for me. Like, I think Darby would be the one to dethrone him.
Honestly, I'd like to see them go back to him and Wardlow and have Wardlow be pushed the way he should be.
Wardlow, there's story there as well. What about you, Connor?
I would have Danielson beat MJF. I'd have Danielson.
That's good.
I think he could
championship run before he retires.
I like to see at least one time. He's been for every title he's been for in AEW, whether it's Ring of Honor, he's always lost. So like MJF's gonna have the title. Like I could see like someone was making this on Twitter, like making this point that it could be MJF and Wardlow at Revolution or Double or Nothing main event, and have MJF win that. Mm-hmm. But I think he's gonna get that JBL type run, but an even longer reign than JBL had. Like He cheats to win every time. He beats everyone. Like he beats everyone literally. There's no one left for him to face. So a young and up and coming talent like John Cena has to. But it could
Yeah.
be the other way around because like Danielson's a very great wrestler,
Yeah.
and I think Danielson and Wardlow would be the like them two would be the
That depends, though.
to beat MJF. I think Wardlow will definitely be a world champion.
No, you try to my
Oh
no.
yeah, definitely.
But Danielson said that he doesn't want to be a full time wrestler much longer. So hopefully in 2024 or at the end of next year he's world champion. Like just one time I want to see Danielson have that one last title run.
Kenny Omega's biting pack. That's so funny. Nice little callback from Kenny. Such a troll. He knows he's gonna get heat for that. It's like right on
What
the spot
happened?
where he got bit too. Oh, so no, so Kenny was like biting Pac's arm, like right where Kenny got bit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Such a good call.
I-
See, okay, like
that was
CM
clever.
Punk's got to be still in the company because that's just being a troll.
Yeah,
That's
he's
just a little
still
elite.
he's still on the roster page and there's still some merchandise. So
Because
Yeah,
so they
he's
must have
still
worked
there.
out like legally wise. So like I said, how long did his injury supposed to be him out? How long is his injury supposed to be for?
I know when it first happened, it's like 6 to 7 months. But I've seen an
Yeah.
update. Seen an update saying that his recovery is going very well. Because I seen a
So it's about
fan
6 months.
I seen a fan take a picture with him, and he had like a whole thing on his arm. Like I don't even know what you. It's not a cast.
Oh, it's that brace and the
Yeah.
sling kind of combination. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nick might not be doing anything in the bedroom for a little while.
Not going there.
Oh,
like you guys see that spot.
I bet
And
I bet that
now
hurt.
to our sponsor, Blue Chew.
Blue Chip.
I love the fans. I love the fans in the front row who has the Mexico flag. They're probably the most hyped
Yeah,
fans in the
well-
entire arena.
Did Mexico win the World Cup game yesterday?
I don't know. I've seen a few people
I have
talking
no
about it
idea.
on Twitter.
Yeah. All I know that, but that's cool. Like I'm glad that they're like. I love that. That's something I have to admit about people that love support Mexico and being Latino. Is like their culture is just so close. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Like it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen the next year with AEW.
Like I'm so glad they made this the best of 7.
Same
I
here.
just-
Like because
Ooh.
A banger
I saw a
match
lot
every
of
week.
flack for this on Twitter and Facebook.
I don't
that
say you can. I don't
Tony
say you
said
cannot
no
win,
more rematches.
but this is like
Mm.
this is like
Oh,
this is like banger after banger after banger. Like it's one thing to do something that's unwatchable,
Yeah.
like the Miz and Dexter Lumis. That's
every
it.
match is different.
That's getting old.
They took
Oh,
his,
poor Pac.
Oh, they took it
Oh,
off.
poor
But
Pac.
to clarify, for the people watching, if the elite wins, they don't win the tag. Like it's the best of 7, so whoever wins the best of 7 or wins the tag,
Mhm.
I mean wins the trios title. So if the elite wins, they still have to win the series to become the new trios champions.
Which I like
basically-
that because it's doing a good long-term story for it.
Yeah, basically how
Yeah.
the like NBA finals are. Or
Mhm.
yeah,
It gives
It's
that
gonna hurt.
sports feel to it for sure. V trigger, wait, BT trigger. Good night, Pac. 1.
Oh,
Oh,
they broke
you
it up.
guys should have like watched the outside. Ah,
that was very
like
close.
seriously, yo.
They almost
Oh,
didn't get
see.
that. A lot of people say that the Private Party reminds them of the Hardys. It's the Young Bucks who reminds me of the Hardys.
Yeah.
I think
That's- yeah,
both really.
me too.
They're, I feel like both of them.
In their own
Have
ways.
that. Yeah, both in their own ways, but they're also both very unique. Because think about
Yeah.
it. One thing I love about with Private Party, right? They have the silly string, the Bucks. They have
Yeah.
the Meltzer driver. You know, they're both very unique, and I think the Bucks do a better job at storytelling.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's not gonna get it.
Oh, come on, Kenny, come on, One Wing Angel,
Oh, he's going for
Come
it.
on.
He's going for
put him
it.
away, One Wing Angel.
He stopped it.
Every
Oh,
How
is that a
dare you.
GTS?
How
He
dare
didn't
you?
go to sleep. Okay.
Oh
That
my God,
is
he
he
did it
kicked
go to
out.
hilarious.
sleep.
I'm sorry for my
Oh,
language.
it's 2.
He kicked
Oh,
out too.
two? Dang, that was hilarious. Great job.
If that
Great
wasn't a
job.
diss, if that wasn't a diss to CM
Great-
Punk, I don't know what is.
Great job. Like
And
that
then-
is just
and
giving
Kenny-
guys more
and they-
heat. I love it.
And
And
Kenny
they diss it
literally
even
says-
more by having them kick out of it.
Oh,
Kenny-
dude, like
And then Kenny says that it's not the Elite versus CM Punk.
it's gonna be. They're planting the seeds
I
right
hope
now.
it is.
Connor. They're
I really hope
planting
it
the
is.
seeds
I
for
want-
blood and guts.
They should just call it
See, I
Blood
see
and
what they're
Guts Civil
doing here.
Blood and Guts Civil War. And then like basically
Civil War, that's good.
Or would
like,
you
basically,
do
like-
elimination tag?
either way it's have FT. That's how you get injured too, Pac.
I was thinking about it. You have FTR.
someone's fixing
Oh,
You
low
dumb.
blow.
you dumb.
I love that.
Whoa.
That damn
Low
stage.
blow.
How dare you?
Great job. I love how heel they are.
How
Like
dare you?
this has been
That
a
was-
perfect like second match in this series. Like
How
this
dare
is
you? Penta,
Chef's kiss.
That was that Ric
Reigns.
Flair low blow.
GT, the GTS.
Penta, pick
Oh,
up,
now
that,
he's looking the hammer.
pick up that
That's
damn
funny.
thing and hit
Oh,
him. with it.
Penta's behind it. He's got a hammer.
Thank you.
Oh,
Eye for an eye.
dang.
Oh, eye
It's
for an
over.
eye. He's licking the hammer.
Great.
That's so
Wow.
gross.
Great second match. Like I did not see that
That's
ending
so
coming.
gross.
but That was hilarious. It was
you
like a
nasty.
PWG Ring of
You-
Honor like match. This
You
is
nasty
great.
son of a bitch.
You guys
That's
are
See
gross.
what he was
cheating
doing.
bastards, man.
Wow,
Like,
2-0.
Seriously, you
Go the
guys
same
are
way,
just.
Elite. Cheaters.
I
God.
love that.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey, they did what they had to do to win. They won
yeah,
the
same
match.
thing with the
Yeah.
Bucks. Like they both
We-
got heat, man. This is great. I love this.
And both
This is gonna be a great
I
series.
love
They both
the,
have used the
I,
hammer.
I love this front row. Or like this, like those few guys are just
They
making
gave him
the
the
whole
flag
entire.
too. That was awesome. They gave Phoenix a flag.
They need to be. I would literally sign these fans.
Yeah.
that sounds bad, but I would sign these fans. Like you don't see fans like that anymore. Like there's like the fans like TNA used to have. Like,
Yeah.
they jump up and down, and you don't see that anymore.
I don't know. Oh man, we'll be back in San Antonio on the 5th. What? Dang, that's good.
That was
That's-
Penta says.
back-to-back banger matches.
yeah.
I'll take.
man.
I bet Dev Changa wins the next one 3-0. Then
Then the
Then-
Elite
then
come
the-
back where it's
and win the whole
3-3.
thing.
Have
Yeah,
it tied.
but-
Yeah.
I think Dev Changa will win the next one 3-0. Then they'll come back and
Man.
and basically do the impossible and win that thing.
Oh, Duncan. I love Duncan Ellis. He's pissed. Like,
I wish Jim
Oh.
Ross was on commentary because whenever Jim Ross and Don Callis is on commentary, it's really funny.
he'll come back he'll probably come out for the main event or,
Well, Tony Schiavone's
Yeah.
there still.
yeah. So, what do you guys think about Ishii? Like, are you guys excited for Ishii?
From the times I've seen him,
Yes.
Because
I
I've
was
seen him
surprised how
one time wrestle live, and he was awesome.
I'm really curious how this is going to go because they're very two different styles of wrestling. Jericho and him. I'm really curious
It's
to see.
gonna be a
how that-
fun match. It's gonna hurt Jericho. He's gonna cheat to win.
Massive announcement. Yes.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Tony.
About time, Tony.
you.
All right.
You have been listening to
Now,
us.
okay.
What happened to
I'm
you?
agreeing with this now. Okay, now you're talking. That's a good decision. Good decision.
And for like Renee to be saying this, like she's the perfect person to be doing this.
Yeah.
She's
right,
officially the
that's
champion.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, hater.
What happened to
Haters
Thunder
official
Rosa?
She's
champion.
official.
Thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the fans.
Yeah, I'll give it to Tony, man. He actually listened to the fans on this one.
Thank you, Tony Khan. WWE would have never done if they would have done interims. I would have
No,
never.
WWE wouldn't have done this at all. They wouldn't. WWE wouldn't have cared what the fans thought.
Well, I'm glad. I'm happy for Jamie Hayter, and hopefully when Thunder Rosa does come back, I hope she is a heel, and it'd be great to see Jamie Hayter defeat Thunder Rosa for the champion, or retain the championship.
And like they even put
Yeah.
over Thunder Rosa in a good way that she was a fighting champion.
Do you think that she's
Yeah,
done
they
with
totally
the
put her
company, or
over.
do you think she's still recovering and just missed?
And if she's really injured and she's still gonna be out months, then she'll be back. Or
I'm
at
just
least that's
Yeah, I
what I
think
curious
hope.
she'll be
what
back.
happened because they haven't really mentioned her injury.
Yeah, they never really specified what the injury was really.
But I'm happy for Hayter. Like it's well deserved, but it just sucks that Tony Storm never got to be called the
Well, at
women's.
least now,
But
at
at
least
least
now
now
she
we
can.
have more interim.
Yeah, at least now she can challenge for the real deal now.
Yeah.
And if I was them,
Yeah.
I'd do it at Revolution, Tony versus Jamie for the actual thing.
Mhm.
I'm curious to see what Britt's gonna do because she's gotta be jealous.
I bet
I'm
they're gonna
sure.
break. I bet they're gonna be the next big match, the next pay per view.
A lot of
Where I
people said
think
that
it could
they
be.
don't want to that they want to see them together forever, but you can't do that forever. And
No, I
eventually,
can't.
I mean, you can go on without. You can, uh,
MJF
yeah,
will be a
everybody
champ for a long time. Yep, I agree.
can go to see that.
Finally get to see the Bucks and Kenny back. Yes, I agree. I love
Yeah.
them having them back on TV. But then again, I'm a huge Elite fan.
Make sure
Let me make sure Christopher Downs back on the podcast. He let him know it's time for the main event.
yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
then you
text
see
him
that.
that. I'm gonna text him that tomorrow during Thanksgiving.
You're
Like we
like,
have, I said like 10 different times just to make him mad on Friday. It was great. It was a
which
great
match,
moment.
Jaguars? What match do you think is the best match on Dynamite?
Good question.
Yeah.
Actually, I enjoyed the Page and Starks match. I thought that was pretty cool,
Yeah, it
and
was good.
storytelling in it was great. Right person won. That's to me was my favorite match of the night.
What a
Um,
night.
As of right now, yes, he is still with AEW. He's still on the roster. He's still got merchandise. So, like as of right now, his contract's not bought out. He's still at the company. Do you guys think Tony Storm? I wish. I wish
I
that
hope.
happened.
I pray.
Oh, that'd be great.
Because,
Actually,
yuck. Jade is terrible. Like that's the only thing that Tony is not doing well is her championship. It's too long.
I mean, I agree. I
overdone.
mean, as beautiful as she is, she's a bit overrated, and I mean that's my opinion. Others may feel
like-
differently, but I
like
think she's
people-
overrated.
Like people want to make it like it's personal, but it's not personal.
No, not personal at all.
Okay,
Oh,
so
well-
real quick before we go on, my fiance just put out just showed me Thunder Rosa's statement. So Thunder put out, thank you for all the support and for being there for me. Dreamlike moments happen in this run, and this is not how I wanted to lose the championship. But you deserve a present champion. On to the next chapter.
Oh, she's leaving?
Yeah.
So I don't think she's leaving, but I think she's going to heal up and then come back.
Yeah. And let us remember
Yeah.
she never lost the championship. She had to relinquish
Yeah.
it.
Look at what happened when Finn Balor won it. Like
Right.
I think she would. I think she
that
would
was
get a
very
title shot.
devastating.
I think she will get a title shot though.
Yeah, deserve
I think-
one rematch.
Yeah.
when she comes back.
They'll do it right. A lot of people
But yeah.
are on here saying that Punk's not coming back, but for Tony to allow that on TV, someone's got to.
That's a lot of money he's letting walk away, though.
Yeah,
No, but like for him to allow like Kenny to do that, his move, and
Mhm.
I
Right.
really
I
hope
mean,
so.
there's something there.
But like everyone said that MJF was leaving,
Hey, my girl.
he came back. So
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go step away for a second.
Yeah.
KJ.
I mean, on a personal standpoint, I can see why people may not want him around the company, but from the from the point of view of a business of somebody who would own a business, I mean, you'll be a fool to let him walk away. I mean, as much money as he's
All
bringing to the company, and as
I feel
much
like
as
everyone.
much eyeballs that's on the screens because of him. Let's be honest. I mean, he is putting asses in seats as much of an as much of a butthole as he can be. He's still putting asses in seats.
Like everyone in that situation would be stupid if they didn't make this into a storyline. Because imagine the money that can be made, the ratings that can be drew.
Right.
That'd be
Exactly.
stupid. And who knows? Like what if this was all working to begin with? Like Punk was already injured, and he did,
Hmm.
like they didn't want to do an interim thing anymore, so they just and what if Kenny was still not 100%? They just did all this. I know that's wishful thinking, but it'd be something if it was.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past it. This is the wrestling business, and it's all pretty much a work. So you never know. We could be getting worked here. You never
I
know.
don't I don't know what AEW like that. Like that's what I like about it. Like you don't know what's, but
Yeah.
don't ever believe MJF. Like he said that he liked to go back to his pal Cody in WWE. He'll probably turn on him there and cost him something
Exactly.
there.
And they'll build on that.
Holiday shopping.
Hold on one second. Be right back.
All right. For everyone watching,
I'm back.
what's been your favorite match tonight? I think my favorite match has been the Elite and Death Triangle. That's probably been the
That
best.
was great.
But like anytime the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks are in a match, it's a banger. Every time Kenny and Pax in a match, or vice versa, like any of these 6 men, they've always put banger matches on. Like, especially the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros. Like
They have
probably
great
since
chemistry.
yeah, probably since from day one, these 6 guys have really put on banger matches. Uh, Kenny
Girl.
Omega and Pac at All Out, Young Bucks and Lucha Bros Double or Nothing in All Out.
Yeah, it's good.
I think
Yeah,
this
it's
is
like
the
good.
I think this is the first ever three women tag like this type of match for the women's
On
division.
Dynamite
Yeah, I think it's the first time ever they've really.
because it's been a dark. They've done a few matches like this on Dark that I've seen live, but TV wise, yes. Sorry. Everything okay on your end, Connor?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought there was a glitch again.
I love Reba. She's so funny.
Uh,
I don't know. It's been a good night.
I don't feel like
that
doing. I know you. I know you want me to do that. I don't feel like doing it.
was fun last week. That
You
was
gotta.
great. Go back and watch last week, David. You'll feel better. Me and Connor, we're
If
great. We had a great match that will be in our upcoming YouTube video.
Hey, we've been like I've been wanting to do this, but like a little skit of like the dark side of the ring of the All Elite Zone, and do
Can
like,
we?
and do like a parody thing of like
Oh my
That'd be
god.
great.
Hey, we are doing booking the elite coming up. That's how we should like promote it. Is do a dark side of the ring,
I've been talking about doing that for a while,
dude. Like we should do it
and
because
and I hate to
That'd be
like Brody.
funny. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that that would be. But I don't feel like if you want to see what you want me to do,
Okay, what's
it's
the hubby?
done
Come on.
last week.
that was great. That was, to be honest with you, like I said, like everybody was like, oh my gosh, you guys hate each other, you got so much heat against each other. Like, that was just us having just a debate. That was great. Like the thing is I'm a huge elite fan, also a huge CM Punk fan. Just letting you guys know that now. It's just, but man, it's been such a great,
Brody being it.
great.
What?
I'm
Get a
tired.
tie.
I'm tired of this
Every-
being asked.
Yo,
I
ask
know.
Brody, dude.
For my
I'm
top
tired.
liver,
Of this. I'm tired of this. I mean, I don't know how many times I gotta explain this. I mean,
Man, we're totally cool with Brody. We just had a different way of doing the show. I mean,
This is.
You know,
Things
whatever he's
happen,
doing,
brave
wish him
decisions happen.
success.
I mean, if he,
Wish him success in his future endeavors.
I know we started talking about that when he was here, the Dark Side of the Ring, and now I can see why you're saying that, but like now that he's not on the pod, I can see why you're saying that. I just feel like I've explained myself enough on that subject. This has been an awesome show. Great job, Tony Khan. It's been a great podcast tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And hope
Yeah,
you and
much
your family have a
appreciated.
happy Thanksgiving as well. Same thing goes for all you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and making us part of your Thanksgiving Eve.
Means a lot.
Kind of fasting right now, getting ready to feast tomorrow. I'm excited.
Making some room.
Turkey. Pie. I'm gonna have chocolate pie, pumpkin pie, apple pie.
Gonna have all the pies.
Ooh, and then to make matters like even like perfect, right? So I have my favorite bottle of whiskey, which is Maker's Mark, right? And then because
Nice.
I'm a classy foe, with my Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, I'm going to have a Stone Cold IPA.
Nice.
I got it sitting in the fridge right now, getting ready to be cold. It's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good
Classy.
Thanksgiving.
Classy.
Yeah, I'm classic. Gonna watch the Cowboys win tomorrow, of course. You know, how about them boys? So it's gonna be a good Thanksgiving.
A lot of people are on the show are like criticizing because MJF's not there, but the show's doing good.
It's smart.
Yeah.
No, the show's been great. And the thing is, he even mentioned that he wasn't going to be there with his. And he also did that too. He's filming a movie right now as well. He's doing
Zac
double
Efron.
duty. Give your champion, it was Zac Efron. Give your champion
yeah.
a break, man. He is doing double time. He's working
William
on a movie.
Regal.
He's wrestling. He's being the face of the company. You know, he's keeping Tony Khan in line. He's keeping the Young Bucks in line.
Yeah.
You know, he's keeping CM Punk away because CM Punk's the real devil in this situation. And you know, and he's
When
being the
Punk comes-
hero that we need of AEW.
When Punk comes back,
Oh,
they're gonna get that story off one way or another. Like
Yeah,
the
it's
third
gonna
time's a charm on
continue.
that. Like the third time has to be a charm on that because I tried it so many times and Punk gets injured and then he gets injured again and a fight and then
I feel like this Dynamite, like a lot of people thought it was gonna be a throwaway show, but to be honest with you, this has been a killer show. Like this has been probably in recent memory, it's probably one of the best Dynamites we've had in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not bad at all. Actually, there've been pretty banger matches back to back.
Bruce
Actually,
Brody. Max Brody used to be on this podcast, but we parted ways earlier this year.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really there's a credit difference.
Yeah, he's a great
Yeah,
guy.
man.
We just had different ways of thinking about the show and parted ways.
Things happen, and then
They need to
I'm
take
like,
Sky
girl,
Blue
don't
off. They need to take Sky Blue off TV, but not the reasons you're thinking.
why do you think she needs to be off TV?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
You don't see what I mean? But everyone in that ring who has
What?
one,
holy shit, that was good. That
Huh?
was kind of cool though.
What?
I kind of see where you're going.
It's still flying over my head, Connor. If it's not all elite zone appropriate, can you just put in the private chat? Oh, you did. Too many cakes. Oh, dang!
they need to take them.
What's wrong with me? Give me all the cakes.
It's too many.
Oh, this is great.
But not that I'm saying that Sky Blue doesn't need to be on TV.
The more cake, the better. I say.
Yeah, but
Everybody
I'm not
loves
going to say
cake.
that to Nyla Rose because I feel like I'd get slammed by Nyla Rose through a table. Or
But Sky Blue is a
her
very
or Jordan. Like there's a few female wrestlers you don't say that you don't should say to any female wrestlers because us here on the All Elite Zone podcast do not condone anything against the women athletes in the show. But
No.
especially
Well, look,
Nyla Rose and Jordan Grace. Like those two are like
I wasn't being like I wasn't meaning it in like a negative way to Scott Blue. I was
Of
not
course not.
like not that she's not like she deserves to be on TV in AEW.
Yeah. But interesting tag match. It's interesting to have the women's champion be in a tag match right after winning the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Top Flight versus FTR.
Yes.
Oh,
Top
And I
guy.
thought Matt was the ultimate belt collector. He is not.
Who?
oh, my fiance was saying she thought Matt Cardona was the ultimate belt collector, but FTR looks like they have more gold than he does, or did.
Oh.
Matt Cardona had like every like independent show like championship at one time. Like
Yeah.
What did Connor say? I don't know. It was nothing negative about them in the ring,
No, wasn't negative.
Uh-oh.
or
It's
like
actually
wasn't
more
like
funny than anything.
or like I don't know. I regret saying that now.
Good sportsmanship.
I regret saying that now.
Don't take it back, man. You said what you said. You meant
Hey,
it.
you're not being mean. Oh, it's the Acclaimed.
This is America.
Excuse me, Daddy.
This is America. You can have your own opinion.
All right, guys, get your scissors out. Let's scissor. Talking about cake and
It's
scissors.
Daddy ass.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh.
Thankful for six.
Oh, snap. Get
MJF
him.
should tell everybody he's better than them, and you know it, and that's why he did what. He is filming a movie. Like that's not a lie. He said that on the media scrum that he's going to his
They were
movie
on
set.
the.
But he'll be back next Wednesday. Will Mingles said he'll be back next Wednesday. But I like that his presence is going to be special every time he's on TV. It's going to be special when he's on there.
Yeah, especially for the next little bit.
Destination television.
I'm excited for that movie. Like I cannot wait to see. I love the Von Erichs. Von Erichs are one of my favorite wrestling families, and very tragic what happened to him. You know,
Von
but
Erichs.
it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that Zac Efron's gonna like. You have Zac Efron. Only ones I know of that's part of it right now. Zac Efron and MJF. So I wonder who else they have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering myself. Can't wait to see it. I hope they do it. I hope they do the family justice though.
I think it will. I think that's what I love about the Dark Side of the Ring. That one was really touching. Like that one, I feel like that one was probably the best of the Dark Side of the
David,
Ring.
people can't say AEW isn't building new champions. Yeah, because the world champions MJF, tag champions already acclaimed.
You're not
Yeah.
having,
The women's champions Jamie Hayter. Like that's 3 homegrown talent. 3.
It's refreshing to see.
Yes, I can't say AEW is not building new stars.
If anybody wants to complain about something with champions, look at WWE having both their championship belts on Roman Reigns and both tag belts on the Usos. Like,
What's going to happen here? The Acclaimed and Jeff Jarrett. Oh, this is perfect.
Jeff Jarrett, slap nuts.
This is perfect.
Junior ass, seriously.
Oh,
Last outlaw.
TNA sucks.
That was a loud chant too.
But they were chanting TNA at the pay-per-view, so what? Come on.
That's Chicago. What do you expect? They think everything sucks. That's not CM Punk.
I like TNA. well, the OG TNA.
Yeah, the new Impact's been
Going
pretty
for the
good though.
triple scissors.
I like because at a Full Gear, it really reminded people of TNA. Seeing Sting, Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt all together. It felt like TNA.
Yeah. the most over thing in AEW right now, besides
But,
MJF.
Chicago does not like TNA.
No, apparently so. Which is sad because they've put on some great matches in the past. They've had a great present,
But-
and I think they have a great future.
Well, at least the people in New Jersey like TNA. So
Yeah. Because
I wanna
the
see-
hardcore wrestling fans were there.
I like TNA. I
Right.
like I still like Impact today. I don't really keep up with it like I do AEW, but I would
I gotta
prefer
get caught.
Impact over. I would prefer Impact over WWE any day. Like
Yeah.
my favorite wrestlers in Impact is mainly Josh Alexander. He's like
Oh,
their
dude,
neck, like
their
Josh
best
Alexander,
they've had in a while. I like Edwards. Eddie Edwards is probably one of my favorites as well.
TL, and Top Flight.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Of course, you also have
working.
the major players like Brian Myers and Matt Cardona, because I mention that almost every time I can because I'm a huge Major Mark, so that's why my Twitter name. Jordan Grace is awesome. I love Lady Frost. Lady Frost, I think she would be. I would love her to see her in AEW. Like if they were gonna make a sign, I would sign Lady Frost.
That's
I
I
gonna
just
want
be
recently
Sophie.
found out
amazing.
about her actually.
It's gonna be the Dark Order versus Butcher and Blade and Rouge. on Rampage.
Ooh.
It's my 10.
That's gonna be
Nice.
My 10.
I love having the Dark Order back on TV though. Like I hope they build them up.
Is that my 10?
But I was, why is this the main event?
This is gonna be the main event.
They must have something planned for this. Something big planned for this. For the main event.
That's what I'm.
I'm curious to see what this is gonna be an interesting match because Jericho and Ishii has very different styles of wrestling. It's gonna be very interesting to see the matchup.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
while
Joe
we're on
Hendry.
commercial break,
like Joe Hendry.
while you're
I
in the
would-
comments, I'm gonna pull our poll from earlier.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that just a few minutes ago. Forgot.
Let's see, where is it?
Okay, I'll go pull my phone.
Okay. All right. So each week I do a poll. So the three choices this week were favorite Jericho moments. That got 0%. That shouldn't surprise me, I guess. The next one that was 40% was holiday segments. And then with 60% factions.
Oh,
I said that right because I was going to say it badly. So with factions, so I have a couple different questions with that because I knew that one was probably going to win it just because there's a lot we could discuss with factions.
yeah.
On the floor there for a second. Okay, so my first thing is so how important do you guys think factions are in wrestling? Like, do you guys think that we need more of them in certain companies? Do you think we need less of them? Like, does it matter right now with all the brands right now with them? Like, what's your guys' thoughts on that?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I think, well, for me, I think personally, I mean, this may not be the opinions of a lot of people, but I feel like AEW, they have a bit of a saturation of factions. I think there's a lot of factions there. Not necessarily a bad thing, really, but there's a lot. And I mean, I really don't see anything wrong with factions really being around. I mean, I think they, with the right factions, they have to add, more to great stories, more to the story. You think about the Hart Foundation and, factions like that had stories progressing with each of them that all kind of intertwined with each other.
Yeah.
And, like I said, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with factions really. I mean, but there is a lot of them in AEW.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Connor?
Basically, as Jacob said, there's a lot of factions in AEW. But I say the main ones that stick out keep like how the Nexus was. Like they were well, in my opinion, I liked them as a faction. They were a very, very good faction.
Mhm.
Not CM Punk involved.
Yeah.
But the original Nexus.
Yeah, like Wade Barrett. I guess you say Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, Justin Gabriel, Ryback, Heath Slater. That was a very good group.
Husky Harris.
I
Yeah.
say like you don't want to overdo the factions in some ways because if you have too many, then it's just gonna not make them special anymore.
Yeah.
But I feel
Right.
like the Elite or Blackpool Combat Club or ones that really stick out is the ones you keep.
House of Black,
Uh,
especially.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but another way, I get why they want to do that in AEW because it gets more people involved,
Mhm.
but it's also going to overshadow some other factions. But I like factions in
Hmm.
wrestling. You just don't want to overdo them and make some not stand out as
Yeah.
stand out
Yeah.
less.
Because
But
there's still talent like that are still individuals, like the Blackpool Combat Club, that they're still their individual person. They're not like affiliated to just that group. You know,
yeah,
same thing with like how
Yeah.
Jay White is with Bullet Club. You know, same thing when Kenny and the Elite and the Good Brothers when they were all part of that that unit.
but
Um,
I have to say, like my favorite faction is probably the Nexus, like the Wade Barrett
Nexus.
Nexus. Yeah,
Yeah. That was good at its time. In its time.
like when they debuted, they tore the place apart. And then like at the
Yeah.
time, I was like 10 years old. I didn't know like real detail in the wrestling. I was a John Cena fan. I hated it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
like looking back on it, the Nexus was the best thing in that 2010 era or like whatever year it was.
Yeah.
And all of them it really
Yeah.
impacted all of their careers. Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt. Not I wouldn't say so much Ryback. I don't know.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. Jacobs? Like, what's your favorite faction?
Oh man, my favorite faction probably. Uh, I think personally, I was never really a big Bret Hart fan, but I loved the Hart Foundation. I loved them all
Yes,
together. I thought they were so fucking badass.
they were probably one of my favorite. At least they're probably one of my most memorable, at least in the WWF. You know, because I feel like the Hart Foundation, you had the Four Horsemen, and with WCW and NWA.
Hmm.
Also, of course, NWO and WCW, and eventually WWE. Like
Yeah.
I would have to be honest with you, the one that I would go with, and it's actually not Bullet Club because Bullet Club was my favorite for a while, but they've kind of tapered off a little bit. I feel like their popularity
I
isn't
hope
as
that's
strong
true.
since AEW started. I'm gonna have to go with the
Hmm.
Shield. The Shield for me is
Oh,
probably my
that's nice.
favorite.
That's a good
Like
choice.
just how I hated them because they were great heels, the power bombs. I
Yeah.
loved the character development. I hated and loved how it ended. Like it was perfect. Like their ending of their
Mm.
story the first time.
I
So
really hope this is
Yeah.
true. Sean Ross from Fightful is reporting that they're the most reliable source of all of them because a lot of stuff they say is true.
yeah.
But I hope this is true that
Hmm.
Tony Storm's title reign is being accepted as a official reign.
Oh,
Not
good. At
a
least there'll be some
not an
credibility to her
Oh,
reign
okay, good.
like
because
not
she
an interim
literally
one.
carried that whole women's
Okay,
division on
that's
her
what's up.
back.
I really hope that's true. But
Yeah.
oh, uh, let me see if Tony
Oh,
comes
what a slap from Ishii!
because I really hope so
Oh,
because
slap fest.
This is a very this is gonna be a strong style match, isn't it?
I haven't.
I
Maybe
think
they said
so.
it on TV, but someone said that Tony Khan announcing that Tony Storm will be recognized as AEW's Women's Champion is one of the best decisions that he's made all year.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's
oh,
fixing
Well, I'm
his
glad
mistakes.
they're recognizing her though. That's
I,
great.
re- I really hope that's. I really hope that's true
It
because
should
she
be
deserves
true. I
to be.
hope so.
But a lot of people are saying that now, so it's got to be because Tony deserves to be recognized as Women's Champion.
Yeah,
Big time.
most
Hopefully
definitely.
that ends. Hopefully that ends the interim.
Yeah,
And
I think the
hope.
interim era of AEW is over officially.
Hope so.
It needs to be
Oh come on!
great. Great little story. Like I like this. Jericho's being
He,
What the
being a
heck?
heel.
yeah.
Hey, he's throwing better punches than Jericho at this point.
Well, Ishii's a very believable striker. Like I watched him. Like he went up against Eddie Edwards at the
Cool.
Worlds Collide here in Dallas, and he like I felt bad for forgetting his name, but him and Edwards tore the house down. Like it was my favorite match in the card. He just I don't know. He just has that brute force that just reminds me of like how a big man should be. Like he has that that's those strikes.
I don't know. She hasn't been on the night. I know she got really banged up. Like she bled during her match. She posted on
Yeah,
Instagram
her nose,
that
I think.
but
So
she
hopefully
posted on,
next.
it was on Instagram that she had like two black. I don't know if black guys, but like
Yeah, I
little
saw that.
guys.
Well, and the thing is, she's wanting to go back up against Tater, so I think that story's not done. I think they're just gonna let her recover, let her rest. Because to be honest with you,
She deserves it.
if we don't need any more bad publicity with another wrestler getting hurt. So she's seeing signs that
Right.
hey, I need a break.
But she
Let her
deserves
take a
it.
break. Yeah,
Like she
she
deserves a
literally
break.
went every week doing something, maybe a
Big.
match, segment,
Like she
video
was on.
package.
I think she was on. Like she had a match on Dynamite for 11 weeks in a row. But like,
Yeah.
like before that, she had like matches on Rampages. She had decent matches on Dark and Elevation. Like everything she did meant something.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah, she was
definitely
definitely a fighting champion.
busted
Mhm.
her ass more than the official champion and some like and Thunder Rose a little bit. But
She
that's
needs
not.
to be recognized.
But that's not on. Some that's not on Thunder Rose's fault. That has to do with booking somewhat. But
Yeah.
I feel like Tony Storm's been probably one of the best women's champions we've ever had. But I hope she's been recognized as.
And I bet Thunderstorm. Thunder Rosa. I bet Thunder Rosa. I bet she was expected to be back sooner. But I wonder if she just couldn't. I wonder if it was a lot severe than she thought, or maybe she's just focusing on training her son. Maybe her just using a story.
like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's really
Yeah.
hard to believe that she has a grown up like a son. That's
It's
really
crazy.
Really,
hard.
I didn't know that.
Then like he's like isn't he like 17 or 18 years old?
He's 16, I think, 16 or 17.
What? Like I could
He's
I would have never
he's not
thought
of
that.
age yet to be able to legally wrestle in some places.
I know AEW signed us. Well, he was 16, but Nick Wayne, he was like 16 at the time when they
Mhm.
signed him. He's at least 17 or 18
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
So
Darby
yeah, weird.
Allin, Darby Allin was the one to give him his contract at a. I want to say it was PWG. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but I know Darby Allin was the one to.
I think
offer
it was
him the contract.
PWG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a lot of the ones from AEW came from PWG, like Darby, Jungle Boy, Best Friends,
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy,
Bugs
Chris
wrestled
Statlander.
there. Think about it. Everybody that right now that's on TV for the most part has been through PWG at one time.
Adam Cole, Bobby Fish,
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Tommaso Ciampa,
Kevin
John
Owens,
Gargano,
Kevin Stein, Sami Zayn,
Candice
Generico,
LeRae, Sammy Callahan, Ethan Page,
yeah,
Keith
Ethan
Lee,
Keith Lee,
Yeah.
Brian Cage. Like a lot of them came through PWG.
everybody. And it's crazy, like that little promotion was so successful.
I really
This
hope if
how did
AEW
they
gets
shut
this,
down?
Moxley was there for a time, I think, too.
I think they're still. I think they're still going, but I think if when AEW gets their streaming service, PWG, that like every person on the AEW roster was literally probably in that,
Yeah.
except a few.
Yeah.
But I tried to go to a PWG show one time. The tickets are outrageous, like $200 just to sit front row.
But it was worth it though. That's the thing. It's like,
you like
if
the
you look
amount
at
of action,
fans
like,
and the experience itself, like it's worth it.
you like
put
the
on great
amount of
shows.
action, like the amount of action you're gonna get. You're very close up to the ring, and you don't see that at every show. I went to their website, and I guess that they're still running. Well, I don't know because their roster looks a little outdated. 'Cause I know they don't have Joey Ryan on the roster. I know he's not wrestling.
Yeah, I don't think he's on anybody's roster at that point, unfortunately.
No.
I don't know if they're running still or not. Well, they got 2022 shows. I don't know. this year at those shows they had Blake Christian versus Wheeler Yuta, Jonah versus Buddy Matthews,
Oh, Jonah and Buddy Matthews.
JD Drake versus Black
Oh.
Taurus, Lee Moriarty versus Alex Shelley, Bandito versus Mike Bailey.
Oh, Mike
Oh,
Bailey. Oh, that would have been a good one too. I like Mike Bailey. Like he's been a very cool, like independent. I love watching his stuff. Have you watched any of his matches, Connor and Mr. Jacobs?
Yeah, I've seen
I
like when he
haven't,
first
I haven't
debuted.
lately.
Like when he first debuted in Impact, I watched
Yeah.
some of his matches.
Oh
He's
my
really good.
God! Did
That
you
is
see
chest.
Jericho's chest? Jesus,
That's not-
they're slapping the shit out of each other.
That's not normal. That's
That
not
is-
normal. That's not normal for a child.
Oh, he's got to use nails. Like, dang. I felt bad for Jericho. Like, dude, look how red
Jericho's
he
just
is.
looking like hamburger meat now.
That's not
Even
normal.
Look at Ishii. Look at Jesus. My God, they're killing each other. My God.
That's a human being.
That's a human being. My God, it's a human domination derby.
Oh, well, for everyone watching, Rampage is starting very, 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 very early. Like my time, 3:00 in the afternoon.
What
I'm
the
not even
heck,
off work at
Nick?
that time. I'm not even off work at
3
that time.
o'clock. Oh,
I'm going to record that. Yeah.
But what we're
that means it's gonna be
But what-
2 here.
But what we've as a group on a Twitter chat, what we've came because like what we've came to is like we'll still watch Rampage, but the recorded version. Like we'll still start at the regular time, watch Rampage, and then immediately after Rampage we'll have
I love this guest.
ROH and AEW star Matt Taven will be on here immediately following Rampage, and like instead of before Rampage, will be on after Rampage. But we made decision to still do Rampage just at the normal time slot. It would be just
Because it was kind of a
recorded.
last minute thing where they changed it to like early in the afternoon.
But
Oh,
we'll
they
still
must
be
have
doing
to like run their elf like marathon or something.
Probably. But
Yeah.
we'll still be doing Rampage, just not the time it airs on TV. It'll be recorded. But we will still have Matt Taven on here after our Rampage reaction.
Yeah, I'm excited for Matt Taven. Like he'll be my first ever interview on the show and in general. So huge honor.
He
I'm
doesn't do many,
excited.
he doesn't do many interviews, hardly ever.
No, that's the thing. And to be able to talk to him because he hasn't really discussed like Honor No More. I want to get to know how his impact run, like how that whole came to be. Also to hear his experiences with, as the Kingdom, his favorite matches with, as a single star tag team, being one of the rarest, being one of the rarest, Grand Slam champions. Like he's what, second Grand Slam champion in ROH?
I believe so.
Yeah, because I think he's this. Yeah, so
I
I'm
know
excited.
he was ROH World Champion before.
Hmm.
Second, I think he's. I'm gonna double check and make sure I have the facts right, but I think he's he's like this. He's in a pristine club, and there's only been two, Grand Slam champions. I think Frankie Kazarian was the other Grand Slam champion. It was either him or Christopher Daniels. I can't remember.
Ooh.
I feel bad. I really do feel bad for Jericho. Like that looks nasty.
That DDT head first.
Oh,
Poor
damn.
Jericho.
Did you see
That's
that
painful.
selling on the DDT?
Like that's not like Sheamus's
Oh, my God.
chops. Like this is worse.
No.
This is on a whole nother
I
level.
kind of want to see. Holy shit! I just saw the. Sorry.
Jericho should get the praise tonight.
Both these guys really deserve the love.
This is a kick-ass match, though.
And I really thought that Ishii was kind of. I guess he does chop pretty hard for what.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's hard chops, dude.
Where's Sammy though? I thought Sammy would be causing shenanigans.
I haven't even thought about that. Where is he?
I
I
know.
thought him and the whole JS would be out there. This
I
is
really thought
surprising
that-
unless Jericho
I really
wanted this to be one-on-one specifically.
I really thought that Sammy was going to win that Fatal 4 because at one point I really thought he was going to win it.
That would have been surprising. Like I've seen
Yeah.
clips of it. I haven't watched the whole match yet.
But a lot of people who downed that match ended up being one of the best of the night.
The thing is, like those
Yeah.
fatal 4-ways usually
It's
never
just
like
like
WWE. They're never a bad match. They're always a good.
it's always like people like to criticize matches on a pay per view, but when it comes down to it, it's one of the best matches of the show.
You know,
Lion,
it's
oh,
true.
Lion. Now you kicked
Uh-oh.
out at one.
He's going for a lion salt.
What the heck?
Oh.
What the heck?
Oh man.
Code
He
breaker.
kicked out for one. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, actually.
Great match.
Code breaker didn't work.
Because usually, if he does a lion salt, it's usually good
Just
for a
that
2. He
face-
kicked that at 1.
I hope somebody makes that meme of Jericho's face. Code breaker. 1,
Or was it
Two.
just one?
Yeah, he
pretty
looks like
much.
a
Oh,
hamburger. You're right. The guy.
Pretty
Yeah, that's
much.
what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Baseball guy. That he looks just like hamburger meat right now.
He went for the juice effect, but you get it.
That's gotta.
Oh, he
hurt.
blocks the Judas effect. Count us with a headbutt. That was good.
Jeez, man, he is a. I love Ishii. Like I might have to go watch more of his matches.
What if he wins this?
Dude,
Oh, I doubt it
That would be
will.
dope.
it'd be awesome. Because then think about it, you could have this match again at the Tokyo Dome.
How many people have countered the Jewish effect? That was pretty cool.
It's been a few people have.
What
It's,
is it? They're going to- I wish he was. I wish he was at pay per view on Full Gear. I wish he would have had a match. He's one of the best TNT champions we've ever had. It sucks that he's not going to wrestle,
Yeah.
but hopefully with House of Black being back, that Miro makes his way back pretty soon as well.
Yeah, they can continue that whole thing. 'Cause they just stopped it after a while.
hard part is just so much talent at this point. It's really ruining the
Whoa.
He's like
your
Oh.
respect and love for the wrestlers. Cool little counter.
At least.
Oh, did he just do his own code breaker?
Oh, yes, he did.
They AEW's made 3 recent signings out of AR Fox, Bandito, and Makeshita, which is all deserving signings, but
But I think they're gonna be more towards ROH though.
Yeah,
I know
probably.
at first they had AR Fox on the roster, but then they took him off. But Bandito and Makeshita's on the official AEW roster.
Cool.
But AR Fox will
Uh-oh.
be good for the ROH brand.
I'm here.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I'm hoping that this helps the saturation of the roster. But it's also I want to see people
Walls of Jericho.
like from ROH before it went under. Like I want to see Beer City Bruiser. I want to see him come over and be an ROH. I hope he's got a spot on the roster because Beer City Bruiser, very fun guy. Like, I'm jealous
Oh.
because he's
Walls of
going to be
Jericho.
going against the Rock and Roll Express at WrestleCade on the weekend.
Walls of Jericho isn't going to be it.
Oh shit!
Or was reputting it?
Come on, tap
Is he
out.
getting out?
Ishii. These guys went through a war.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
What
the
the?
lion tamer for now.
How is
That's
he?
the lion tamer.
What a match this was.
He has the knee right on the back of the neck. He has it in good. Oh, he tapped out.
What a
Jericho,
match.
Yeah,
man.
but hey, this is a good
It's the
match.
lion
But I was
tamer.
really surprised on this one. I knew it was gonna be a fun match,
Jericho-
but I actually am very impressed with this one.
Jericho got whooped in that. He got whooped in that match.
Yeah, Jericho got his ass whooped.
He actually won clean. I thought he was gonna cheat, and he used Floyd.
Yeah, he won clean.
Riccaboni, you might want to move out of there.
Yeah, he's going
Hey,
right after
move.
Manny. He's going right after
Jericho
him.
kills anybody from ROH.
Claudio.
Claudio, yeah.
Well, this will be a good match for Final Battle. Claudio and Jericho.
Jericho too.
He needs to win the title back from Jericho, I feel.
Uh-oh.
He slapped the shit out of him.
Also, shout out to
Pimp
Claudio's
slap.
turtleneck. It's like the most Swiss thing I've ever seen.
Very Swiss.
Very Swiss.
Jericho he's the person who got the most beat out of them. Jericho had a
Yeah.
long night.
I knew it was gonna be a rough one for Jericho. Like And then he gets bitch slapped by Claudio. Great show, guys. Like that made me happy.
Yeah, that was an awesome
Yes,
match.
I agree. It was probably the best match that was probably my favorite match of the night, besides the elite match.
Yeah,
that
that was
was a
a
pretty good match.
So, all right. Well, that's it for Dynamite. Before we sign off, I want to say Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Connor, Mr. Jacobs, everybody listening at home. I hope you
Thanksgiving.
guys have a very great day with your friends, family, by yourself, whatever you guys how you guys are celebrating tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I'm thankful for you guys. Thankful for this wonderful show. So thanks again, guys, for having me this week again. Connor, send us off.
yeah. That's pretty much it for Dynamite. That was a very good Dynamite. As I said before, we'll be back for Rampage Friday, but we're not going to be doing it when it goes on TV, like when it's live on there. It'll be a tape because I'm at work at 3:00. There's no way there's no way that could work.
Right.
So, but we're still going to watch Rampage, but a recorded Rampage at the regular time, 9:00, as it would air. Then after Rampage, Matt Taven will be on here immediately after Rampage.
So are we gonna just
But
roll
yeah,
straight into that, or are we gonna stop the broadcast and do a new broadcast?
it'll be all in one.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely check out the All Eight in the links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and Podvine. We recently got on there. But yeah, definitely subscribe to the All Eight Zone channel right here. We're at 242. Constantly going up. We recently surpassed 20,000 total views.
Nice.
So,
That's impressive. So when we
yeah.
get our plaques, dude, that's our plaques. Come on.
But yeah,
Soon, pretty soon.
But yeah, we'll be back Friday for Rampage.
All right, y'all. Have a
Yeah.
good night.
Thanks for tuning in,